What is going on? Welcome to episode 81. We got a skeleton crew this week. Me, Slate, and Matt. But boys, we're going to make the most of it. Force them out for Tim and Fitz. Screw them, put them through a table. We don't need them. No, in all honesty, they wish they could be here. We wish they could be here. But we're going to have fun anyways. We got a little NBA news, but a lot of NFL, a huge NFL show. It's week 15. Things are heating up. Playoffs are starting to come into shape here, and two of our squads look pretty rough, and Matt, your squad's sitting pretty. And we'll get to Green Bay here in a second, but real quick, talk about pretty. Let's just talk about Steph Curry. He's splashing his way into the record books tonight in Madison Square Garden. I don't know if you guys saw or not, but he's one 3-pointer away from tying Mr. Great Ray Allen, and then he is 2 away from breaking the record. Pretty impressive, and technically it's just, he could really demolish this record because Ray Allen, played a long time. Steph Curry's still young. He's still got probably 5 or 6 years left in the league. I mean, this record could be almost untouchable for a while.
Yeah, 100%. I don't see anybody even coming close. And I mean, I think even when Ray Allen set his, nobody thought anybody would come close. So I guess there's always a chance, but what I thought it'd be hilarious if everybody's hyped up tonight. It's like the Barry Bonds record, It's like you're going to the game to watch Barry Bonds hit his record-setting home run, and what if Steph just bricks tonight? Just goes over.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise. It's Madison Square Garden. It's the perfect arena for him to do this in. And yeah, what if he just fucking overed 40 out there? Just every shot just brick.
That would take all of New York. I mean, that would put them back in the top. They just need something bad to happen to another team to really get back in the spirits of it.
Yeah, exactly. Matt, I know you're not a huge NBA guy, but still, you got to recognize greatness here.
Yeah, of course. I mean, the record of anything is obviously unbelievable. All time, so he'll be all-time 3-pointers.
Correct.
Phew. I mean, does it? Obviously, I don't know, as you said, much basketball, but does this put him in the conversation with LeBron and Jordan?
I mean,
now there's talk that Steph is going to be the new, I guess, face of the GOAT conversation as opposed to LeBron.
Ooh, okay.
There is, but I don't know. He shoots a pretty shot, but I wouldn't consider him GOAT status.
Yeah, this might give me some hot water with some watchers and listeners here, but there's always LeBron and MJ, and then there's always that little small voice that said Kobe. Maybe I put Curry with Kobe there in that small hey, maybe, probably not. They're right below him.
Yeah, I would probably agree with that. I wouldn't say that he's Kobe. I still wouldn't even put him with Kobe, but right. I think he's close. I think he's very close. And shoot, I don't know. He's still, like you said, got 5 or 6 years in him at least. So anything's possible.
Shoot, anything is possible. Sorry.
Exactly.
Yeah, 2,992 is what he's at right now. So he hits 2 more. He breaks the record, and the game just tipped off 30 seconds ago. So I'm sure we'll see it broken by the time this podcast ends, which shout out to Steph Curry. We'll have a draft for you today, buddy.
I don't think I've made that many threes in my entire life.
No.
Not even close. I may have made 500.
I can tell you I haven't made one.
Man, you're not hooping in the backyard every day?
No, not at
all. Well, that's really the only non-NFL news I have for us. This is going to be an NFL-heavy show unless you guys got something out there.
No, Matt's got some controversy over in the Formula One world.
Oh,
it's coming hot from Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, tell us about that.
So, as I said last week, going into the final race of the Formula One in Abu Dhabi, it was a winner takes it all situation where it was Max Verstappen looking to be the first-time champion for him, first Dutch champion, the first non-British or German champion since Kimi Räikkönen in 2007. And then Lewis Hamilton looking to be the 8th time world champion, looking to be the most successful Formula One driver of all time, who would then put himself within the GOAT athletes conversation with Tom Brady, Tiger Woods, Usain Bolt, MJ, LeBron, blah blah blah. Literally from as a flag dropped, lights went out. Hamilton dominated this race. Literally dominated. He had the pace all over Verstappen. Verstappen had no answer. Red Bull had no answer for Mercedes' pace. Hamilton was beat him on the lights. He started second. Verstappen was on pole. Hamilton took the lead from turn 1 and just pulled away for the entire race, just pulling and pulling away to the point where he had I want to say a 10-second lead over Verstappen. But Christian Horner, the Red Bull boss, came over the radio and said, Red Bull need a miracle. Red Bull need something to happen for Verstappen to win. And it happened. It literally happened. With 5 laps to go, Nicholas Latifi, who was like in 18th running doing absolutely nothing, crashed, brought out the safety car. Lewis Hamilton had to stay out. If he would have pitted, Verstappen would have taken the lead. Lewis Hamilton had to stay out, even though his tyres were really old. They were probably about 35 laps old. Max Verstappen pitted, put on a brand new soft tyres on, meaning Verstappen was going to be, if they were racing, Verstappen would be 4 seconds a lap quicker. Crazy difference. Okay. And because they've been racing for 54 laps by then, there was 5 lapped cars in between the 2 drivers. So if you watch the highlights and you see them coming down the back straight, you see Hamilton, Esteban Ocon, Lando Norris, Fernando Alonso, Daniel Ricciardo, and Sebastian Vettel. Now, what normally happens in the safety car in Formula One is that they tell the lapped drivers, all of the lapped drivers, to unlap themselves, which means they drive off and they drive at controlled speed around the track until they join the back of the queue of the cars, right? But the FIA changed the rules on the fly in the moment, despite the fact there was set rules for this situation. They told the 5 cars in between Max and Lewis just to drive up the road so Max and Lewis could race for 1 lap to decide the world champion. And Mercedes are furious. I'm furious. I'm still furious because it's like the FIA, the people who run the Formula One, like rigged the entire sport. Well, no, not the entire. They rigged the race so they can have a showdown finish. The analogy I used with Devon earlier was, say it's a Super Bowl and it's Bengals v Packers, and the Packers just got the ball back with 30 seconds left. They're down 2 points and they're on their own 10-yard line. They need to get in field goal range. Say, I don't know, a Bengals defender's offside. Instead of being like a 5-yard penalty, they make it, I don't know, let's say a 30-yard penalty, and then they were within field goal range and they could kick it through there. So they rigged it so they have that final showdown.
So really just looking for ratings. They're like, hey, let's have 1 lap to do this thing.
Exactly.
Get all the eyes on us.
Exactly. It was all for ratings. It was all for entertainment. It was all for show.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know who would never do that? NASCAR.
There we go.
I'm just kidding. No, that is brutal. Like, that just sounds boring. Like, that just doesn't even sound fun to watch. Like, just 2 guys at uneven levels of the race.
Yeah. Like, I wonder, like, what would they, like, if they knew that rule, like, to be like, hey, Hamilton, go pit, get some fresh tires. Let's make this thing real damn good.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, man. That's brutal.
That's
a brutal way to lose.
Brutal way, because Hamilton dominated the race. Mercedes dominated the race. Mercedes were quicker than Verstappen for literally every lap, apart from the last lap, where Verstappen had much quicker tires, and he overtook him. And there's nothing that Hamilton could have done. Yeah, and so Mercedes protested the ruling.
Yeah.
So they literally stormed up to the steward's office, and Max Verstappen was only confirmed the world champion like 5 hours after the race finished because they had a massive argument. And
Yeah.
even now, Mercedes are taking this to like the court of law, like European Sport of Court of Law,
Oh shit.
because the rules are like literally set. Rules are literally written, and they just ignore them, so they get this finale. It's crazy.
Wow. Dang. Like, can you see them being like, no, we're gonna hang our own championship banner. Let's just pull a UCF here. We're the real champions.
Total.
We got screwed out of it.
Total
I mean,
UCF move.
Yeah.
I mean, it's well deserved, but
Wow.
I feel so sorry for Lewis Hamilton. I feel sorry for Mercedes.
Yeah.
Max Verstappen's world championship win will have an asterisk on it. You know?
Yeah, it has to,
Ooh,
right?
asterisk.
Yeah. It'd be like yeah.
And like you can't put it in the same category as the Astros because Astros knew they were cheating. He just the organization cheated for him. Like he didn't ask them to.
Exactly.
Wow.
Is it time to start? Is it time for us to maybe start considering like levels of asterisks? Because like you've got the Astros asterisk, which is like bold-faced cheating.
Right.
You've got this guy's asterisk who, and honestly, I would put this almost in the category of like the NBA COVID season, like the shortened season. They're like, oh, Lakers asterisk, right?
Yeah.
We need to start categorizing these. Maybe we need to get a jump on that.
I'm down. You know
asterisks,
what? We're gonna do our homework.
Championships. Yeah.
Next week we'll come in heavy with the asterisks because my brain's going all over the place now. Now you got Barry Bonds and his steroid home run. Pete Rose. Oh, we can have a whole thing on baseball.
That's like a medium asterisk.
Yeah.
Like, it's not right, but still.
Oh man.
Holy
this
cow.
is good. Yeah, this is great.
This is good.
Listeners, watchers, let us know what you think about this. Let us know your biggest asterisks or smallest asterisks that people make big. But Matt, thanks for shedding light. I've been seeing like F1 controversy left and right, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna wait for Matt to tell me, and he didn't disappoint me.
Yeah, it all kicked off. It was a great way to. It wasn't a great way to end the season, but it's got people talking. You know what? The Netflix series is gonna be fucking unreal.
Oh yeah, I bet so. I may have to actually invest the time and watch it now.
The Netflix series, I think it will come out probably February.
Okay, so they're filming it. Like they were filming this season.
They filmed like the last 4 seasons with the teams and the drivers, and like, yeah.
Yo, people are skipping right ahead to the last episode of this new season.
100%.
Like, I gotta watch this.
100%.
They're gonna have to release it like week by week.
Yeah, make it the Last Dance style.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome. Hey, they got some money on their hands.
So there we go.
Perfect.
But yeah, that was a Formula One, and that's that done till March 2022.
Man, all right, so not too long.
Not too long.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I feel like there's gonna be like some bad blood now. Like it's gonna be like next season is gonna be just top tier intensity.
Oh, Lewis Hamilton's gonna come out like firing.
Yeah. Well, homeboy retired, right? Is that right?
Sorry.
The guy who won isn't he retiring or no?
Don't think Max Verstappen's retiring now.
Okay, never mind.
That would be the ultimate troll.
Some guy did do that though.
I'm out.
A guy called
I did it. I'm gone.
A guy called Nico Rosberg, who is the only one of 2 people to beat Lewis Hamilton as a teammate, won the world championship and then retired like the next day.
Hey, hell yeah, I would too. I'm going out on top, baby.
Yeah, exactly, 100%.
Especially if I won that way. Like, no, I'm out. Oh man. Well, let's dive into some NFL here. And while we do it, I want you guys to start picking your brain. NFL coaches on the hot seat as we wind down the season.
That was easy.
There's 3 names that really come to mind for me, but I'm sure we're going to hit all 3 like that. But, NFL season winding down, coaches on the hot seat. What do you guys say? Who do you guys say is done, down, get them out of here? They're burning.
Urban Meyer.
Yeah.
He just looks miserable.
Everything about that organization. Just
dumpster fire, especially after the bar scandal.
Yeah, that was just downhill. I think that cost him some college jobs there.
Oh, I think he's not going anywhere big, but it wouldn't surprise me if he did. But
Yeah,
you would think. Let's see who else. I don't think
Matt Nagy.
Matt Nagy, yeah, Matt Nagy's another one. I didn't grab his picture on here, but that was one I was thinking of too. And how long has he been in Chicago? 2 seasons now?
More than that.
More?
I think so. I think it's been since.
Let me give it a quick
2017.
Google.
Yeah, as am I.
I mean, yeah, some of his game planning, some of the hires he's made, it's head scratching, and I'm with you. I think he is also on the hot seat, and this past Sunday did him no justice here because Aaron Rodgers still owns you.
This is his third season.
Yep. He has made the playoffs twice, to be fair, but
that's kind of true.
Yeah,
but it's always been off the back of their defense, never on the offense, and he's supposedly an offense coach, isn't he?
Supposedly, yeah. But when you got Project Mitch and you got this pure rookie out there, it's tough out there.
Mm.
2 names ESPN mentioned here, and we'll see what you guys agree or disagree here. Joe Judge from the Giants.
That's just another dumpster fire organization that has the talent and just never gets it done unless their name is Eli Manning.
Yeah, it's another Belichick disciple that you're trying the Patriot way, and that only works in New England because they win. You can't tell grown men to do push-ups and run field laps like in the rec league because this ain't going to work.
Nah, yeah. I can see that one for sure.
Yeah. And then the last one, this one kind of head scratch. It was hard for me to justify. Matt Rule, Carolina Panthers. You got to think of the quarterback situation he's dealt with since hopping in there and the injury bug that he's gotten. Not everything has been his fault.
This is his second year?
Second year, yep.
Yeah, I can't see it yet. Like, I don't. Yeah, he's kind of been dealt a shitty hand, really. Especially like with McCaffrey being out basically every year, and the quarterbacks that he's had are just not what you would consider top tier. Yeah. And they traded for another not top tier quarterback. So I don't see that one as much, but
yeah,
ESPN.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, Urban Meyer would not surprise me being let go, but also on the same time, I could see him sticking out for another half season and just waiting for another college job to open up. Like, I think the Jags ownership is very friendly. I don't see them cutting ties after one season, but oh man,
yeah, that one he does seem kind of like a snake that would do something like that.
Yeah,
I don't know. He may be a stand-up guy. I don't know personally,
exactly,
but he seems like somebody who do something like that. Like, I'm gonna stick around here as long as I can until I can find something that pays better
and just hop off. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, deuces.
Oh man, Matt. Anybody else come to mind for you?
Pete Carroll.
Pete Carroll, Seahawks. Yeah, it's about time that whole thing blows up.
Yeah,
I think his relationship with Russell Wilson's obviously deteriorating.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, Wilson's been injured for quite a bit of the season, but they just haven't been relevant for a couple of seasons now.
Yeah, and there was all types of off-season talk that Russell Wilson might get traded, and he doesn't want to be there. Family doesn't want to be there. Team Russell doesn't want to be there. Yeah, I could definitely see Pete Carroll in the hot seat, which would be crazy because we were on the clock 3 years ago. It's like, oh, Pete Carroll's a great coach. He's this amazing. The Seahawks are rolling. He made the jump from college to NFL seamless. And now it's like, well, maybe not. Maybe this was Russell Wilson just in his prime.
I think that's right. I think he had Russell Wilson in his prime and then Marshawn Lynch. I mean, he goes down for me as the most bonehead play call of all time. We all know what we're talking about. What I'm talking, yeah.
I think you're right. Even he doesn't call offense, but you're the head coach. You better take control. Like, no, we're getting this ball to beast mode right now.
Yeah.
Wow. Anybody else come to mind for us?
What about Flores? I know he's only been at Miami for 2 years, but
yeah, And that team, it's hard to find identity for. This year I've got a lot of flack, especially from Fitz. Like, hey, Miami should be on your up list. Miami should be on your up list. And I put them on the up list, and then they lose the next week. They're kind of that roller coaster up and down.
They've won 5 games on the trot. I mean, it's just like it's weird, isn't it? How does a team just go from 1 to 6 and 6 to 7? It's must be something to do with coach, but I don't know how. I mean, he must have changed his approach at some point. But
yeah,
I think they're a not bad team, to be fair, and I wouldn't be surprised if they make it to the playoffs.
Yeah, I definitely don't think they're that bad. I think he may be in a conversation in probably the next year or two, in case something doesn't turn around. But I think what he's done with Tua has been decent.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like, we put another 1 to 2 year leash there and see what he
does.
does.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I can see that. Do you think anybody saved their job that, like, we originally thought probably was on the hot seat at the beginning of the season, and now it's like, oh crap?
I don't even know who. Right?
For me, it's biased probably a little bit, but I think Zach Taylor from Cincinnati. To me, he was on my hot seat.
That's fair.
And now I'm like, all right, he's doing pretty good right now. I can't complain.
No, yeah, I'm trying to think of anybody else. Maybe, I mean, I don't think Ron Rivera was necessarily in danger, but I think he's turned that organization around at least to a degree to where they're somewhat successful.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
I mean, I'm just looking at the standings and I'm thinking of even more managers who are on the hot seat, or coaches, sorry.
Managers, I love it.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. One that's turned the season around, Mike McCarthy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, laughed at when I said coach of the year possibly, and look at him now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, when the Cowboys hired him, I was like, thank God for that, because they're going to stink. But joke's on me, they're quite decent now, aren't they?
I know, yeah. What a turnaround for him. Yeah, I like that take. There's a lot of first-year coaches who I'm curious to see how long they get. Obviously, Urban Meyer, we talked about him. New York Jets coach, Atlanta Falcons coach, both first-year coaches. Curious to see how long they get with their team.
What about Tomlin? Maybe for hot seat. I know they're decent, but they're kind of roller coastery.
And people are talking about, Pittsburgh's one of those spoiled fan bases. It's Super Bowl or bust. And if you don't get there, if you don't have a winning season, I mean, the guy's never had a losing season ever.
Yeah, very, very true.
And now all of a sudden people are like, hey, this isn't good enough for Pittsburgh standards. Get him out of here. Chase Claypool doing the first down. Claypool is getting flack. And then Tomlin's getting flack for having these diva wide receivers, which I love as a Cincinnati fan. Like, keep bashing them. I'm cool with it. But yeah.
No, I get it. But I like Tomlin. Like, I have no issue with him, but I know how that fan base is. All you Steelers fans out there.
Yeah, I rate Tomlin quite highly, to be fair.
Yeah, I think all three of us do. Yeah.
And you'd think he'll be able to deal with diva wide receivers, considering he had AB for so many years.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, that's like the cream of the crop.
In Juju, and I'm not putting Clay up there with those two quite yet. He made a bonehead play, but he's in his second year. It's allowed. He's 20 years old. Well, let's dive into some scores here and see what we think about them. Huge games this past weekend. Monday night's game, last night's game was huge. It was awesome to watch. But any of those scores really stick out to you guys? Like, damn, they poured on them, or that did not go how I thought it would.
Honestly, the Chiefs, man.
Took the words out my mouth.
The Chiefs put it on the Raiders, man. I had a little bit of faith in the Raiders, but dang, that's a barn burner for an NFL game. That's a lot of points.
A ton of points. And I think me and Matt talked about, the Raiders always give the Chiefs a run for their money. Raiders always playing well. And then they go out there and do that. I'm like, oh, hell. But
never stand on a team's logo on the field.
Exactly.
Ever. Especially not at Arrowhead.
No.
Yeah.
They learned their lesson, and Mahomes is He's certified back. The Chiefs are certified back.
Certified.
Yeah, I agree, to be fair.
I can't believe the Falcons beat the Panthers.
By a considerable margin as well.
Yeah, like I don't have a lot of faith in the Panthers, but come on, man. It's the Falcons.
Exactly. Like
yeah.
It'd be like losing the Texans at this point.
Yeah, really. They're on that level of like very, very low mediocre.
Absolutely.
The Lions, going back to the Lions.
You got to give them. When we initially set that, we did not hear about Demaryius Thomas, and as soon as I heard that, I said they are going to get the shit kicked out of them. Yeah, I mean that's just the way that stuff usually goes.
It's a very, very good point.
You got a traumatic event. You bet on the team that had the traumatic event, and that was the Broncos. I'm surprised they didn't score 88 points on them.
Yeah, Yeah, as soon as I heard that, I was like, sorry, Tim.
Rip.
Rip, yeah.
The Bills, close game with Tampa, another close game, but they just can't find a way to win. And you know, people are starting to hop on the bandwagon that the Bills stink. And there's people on this podcast that are jumping on that bandwagon, I think. And,
been on it.
Yeah.
I mean, they're obviously not bad. They're playing with some very good football teams. They just can't find a way to win.
Yeah, they just haven't learned how to win.
That's key for the NFL.
Exactly.
They can't run the football at all.
No, and you have to in the NFL. You've got to find a way to run.
Who's their running back? I don't even think I know.
Singletary.
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay. It is Singletary.
Yeah.
I didn't think he was still there.
And then Moss, I think.
Yeah.
I think they're a little two-headed, but it's just not clicking for a reason. I don't know. Well, let's move into our up and down list here. On the way up in the AFC, I got Chiefs, Patriots, and Chargers. Yes, the Patriots are on a bye week, but they jumped up to the number 1 seed in the AFC. They're still trending up. On the way down, I got the whole AFC North. Yes, I know Browns won, but didn't look good. Ravens, Steelers, and Bengals all lose. The Bills on their way down a little bit, and Raiders just, what the hell, man? On the way up in the NFC, we got Rams, Bucks, and Packers. Packers taking that number 1 seed in the NFC right now. On the way down, Panthers, Devin, you hit on it. The Washington team and the Giants all on the way down. Anything I got right, wrong, or indifferent on that list?
I think you're right about the AFC North. I think we came into the season being considered somewhat of a powerhouse conference, and we have just looked poorly. And I think you're right. The Browns did beat the Ravens, but they also had to play against our backup, which he did well. He did very well. But, you know, it's the AFC North's a shit show right now.
This is off a bye week as well for the Browns. So they should have been better prepared as well.
Yeah, and they just played the Ravens.
Yeah.
Literally.
So, yeah, it's one of those. I wish I couldn't, I didn't put them on there, but you had to. It's just, like you said, there was so much hype for them going into the season. Even the first half of the season was like, oh, AFC North is cooking. In the past 4 or 5 weeks, the kitchen stopped, closed down, shut down the oven. No more cooking.
Like it's sad how we are still the number 1 seed in the AFC North.
I mean, it's not sad. It's kind of a good thing, but
it's good. I mean, it's good, but like not really. Like even though I don't like the teams in the AFC North other than the Ravens, I still want them to be successful, because then you run into a situation like the NFC least, where you've got all these teams that were just terrible for years, like the Eagles, the football team, the Cowboys, the Giants, and they're just creeping in just because they won that conference.
Yeah. And so now, I was going to ask, do we compare the AFC North to the NFC least?
No, because we've not had years and years of long-standing suffrage.
Yeah. Touche. Matt, your Packers are cooking, man. They're rolling.
I mean, the special teams nearly threw it away, didn't they? But Green Bay's been playing really well, and the defense has been unbelievable. A lot of people have been praising the defensive players, but shout out to the defensive coordinator, Brian Kelly. I should know this, but anyway, I did. Remember we sacked Mike Penn as defensive coordinator end of last season. I was absolutely buzzing because he was terrible, and the defense has been much better this season. Number one seed. I'm still pretty scared of the Buccaneers and Cardinals and the Cowboys, to be fair. But yeah, I'm looking at our schedule, looking at our running. Ravens, you should be the Ravens and Browns, the Vikings and Lions don't scare me at all. So hopefully we'll have another, a 3-loss season. I would say 13-3, but obviously it'll be 14-3. So there we go.
Yeah, and that defensive coordinator is Joe Barry.
Oh, Joe Barry. Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else about the up and down list this week? Cool. Let's move right into.
I think we're good. Yeah.
All right, let's move to the Spud and Stud here. Any nominations for this week's Spud to Stud or Stud to Spud?
I'm blanking on his name, but there's a Ravens offensive lineman that I didn't know about at the beginning of the year. Obviously, still don't know his name, but he's played almost I think it was 600 snaps this year and allowed 0 sacks.
Ooh.
And it's just a monster. Hang on, I gotta remember his damn name.
Right. Well, while you do that, Spud to Stud, Matty Stafford. Prior to yesterday's game, a few weeks beforehand, people were talking about, is he actually that good? There's a lot of hype over him. But you know what? His game against the Cards, he played unbelievable, didn't he? He is a hell of a player. The Rams are going to make a good run to the playoffs, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, you're right. I know Tim and all of Detroit it's a bittersweet moment to see them just Stafford looking like, hey, they could punch their ticket to the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, 100%. And it's all they've got to do it with him,
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
They haven't got the run game to, get there without him.
Absolutely.
Kevin Zeitler is his name. 558 pass blocking snaps, 0 sacks allowed, 0 hits allowed. No other player with 250 pass blocking snaps is allowed 0 in each of those categories.
Dang. All right.
Stud.
Hey, hell yeah. We gotta love some hog love there.
Yeah, got to. I mean, that is an insane stat.
That's like up there with Joe Thomas and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Quentin Nelson, yeah. I was kind of going back and forth of who I should put here. Big Ben has kind of turned it on recently. I was ready to write him off. I've made a lot of jokes about Big Ben, and he's kind of come into his own a little bit. But I'm going to say Tua has really grown and blossomed this season. I was about to be like, dude, he was a bust, a draft pick. Get him out of here. He's done. Hold the phone. His numbers aren't going to blow you away, but he's winning games. He's keeping his team in the games. I think mine is Tua, Spud to Stud.
Yeah, I agree. When the Finns played in London, my mate went and he said he was very impressed. And he watched both of the games in London. He said he was by far the best quarterback, and that would have been Zach Wilson, Trevor Lawrence, and the other game, whoever the Jags played in London. But yeah, he said Tua was the best.
That's impressive.
That's high praise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, let's get into our pick'ems if you guys are cool with it.
Let's do it.
We've got 4 full days of NFL football this week. We got Thursday night, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, baby.
There's a game on a Saturday.
There's 2 games this Saturday.
Oh, sorry. There's
Yeah.
time difference.
This is touche. This is the time of year college football's winding down. We're gonna do our college bowl pick'em show later on this week. I gotta talk to the boys about it. They don't know, but we'll figure out something. But college football is winding down, so NFL can start taking over Saturdays now, which is not too bad. If I'm gonna lose college football, at least I get football anyways. So let's dive into it. Thursday night, Chiefs, Chargers. Kansas City, 4-point favorite, over at 51.5. Both these teams can score and score quickly. Who are we taking?
God, after last week, you'd have to go with the Chiefs. As much as I hate to say that, so yeah, I'm going with the Chiefs. They put a whipping on the Raiders, and I imagine that they'll probably handle the Chargers about the same.
Yeah, as much as I love to be an idiot, I've got to pick the Chiefs.
Yeah, it's in LA, but it's not that big of a road trip for Kansas City. It's not like they're coming over here on the East Coast up into New York or something. Yeah, give me the Chiefs. They're cooking and they're back. They're ready to go. Sorry, Air Bear. I think they keep it close, but Chiefs. Saturday's first game, New England Patriots, Colts, Indy, 2.5-point favorite. This is an old AFC rivalry. And now you get Carson Wentz versus Mac Jones. Doesn't have the same ring as Manning and Brady, but
definitely not. Oh man, I think I'm gonna have to go with the Colts. I think they're just sneaky good. I hate to be like follow up Evan, as like he says every week, but I think they're sneaky good.
Belichick off a bye. Even the Colts are favourites. The Pats are just rolling and rolling and rolling. I'm going to pick the Pats until they lose.
Yeah, both these teams coming off a bye week, which is kind of unusual. And both these teams are rolling. I had to flip a coin. I'm going New England to get this thing done. I think Bill Belichick has a slight rivalry or slight edge against the Colts compared to vice versa there. So give me Mac Jones in the Patriots, but it wouldn't surprise me if this goes to the Colts. Not touching it. Certified no touch. The other Saturday game, Raiders, Browns, Cleveland, 6-point favorite, over under at 42.
Gosh. I think the Raiders probably tucked tail all the way back to the Death Star and are figuring some things out, and I think they'll end up winning against the Chiefs.
I'm gonna, how Devin, you have this is I don't give a shit game of the week. This is my.
Well, there are so many that this doesn't even hit the top 5.
This is my I haven't got a bloody clue what's gonna happen game of the week. Raiders, when a good team gets absolutely smacked like they did against the Chiefs, they could well come fighting out. Depends on Derek Carr's leadership. They could come fighting out. The Browns. Baker Mayfield is hot and cold like Katy Perry. I literally have no idea, but I'm going to pick the Browns. I probably will bet the over, though.
Oh, man. Yeah, I do like the overtake there. I'm looking at their home wins versus home loss record here. Raiders 3-3 away. Cleveland Browns 5-2 at home. Just for that fact alone. I'm going to go to the Browns to get it done in the dog pound. But I really hope not. I want to see the Raiders win just because bump Cleveland. And ladies and gentlemen, breaking news. Steph Curry just broke the NBA 3-point record. So shout out to Steph there, baby.
Yeah, that's awesome. Go Steph.
Here we go. Sunday, Panthers, Bills. Bills 10.5-point favorite. Bills are searching for a win. They need one. Panthers also in the same boat, or maybe they say, hey, we try to get a top 10 draft pick. Who knows?
Jesus Christ, that spread is generous to the Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
God, yeah, it's a no-brainer. Go Bills.
Yeah, Bills. But it's a tough one again because how shit is Cam Newton going to be? I mean, ever since he said I'm back, he's been literally burning garbage. Yeah. I think the Panthers will cover, but I'm going to pick the Bills.
I brought the hard hat last week. I've been putting people through tables, betting stacks some money on the Bills. No props this week. We got to go back to original OG football. It's 33 degrees in Buffalo this Sunday. It's going to be cold. It's going to be windy. Bills, find a way to run the damn ball. Let's go get the dub. Bills get the win, and I think they cover that spread. Just the Panthers are terrible. They lost to the Falcons. Bengals, Broncos. Broncos 1.5 point favorite. Broncos coming off a major win. Cincinnati needs to find a win. They're 0-2 so far this past couple weeks. 43.5 is the over-under.
I'm very conflicted on this one because I do want the Bengals to win, but I still think that the Broncos are probably doing some soul searching in their organization as far as with the loss of Demarius Thomas. So, where's this at? Is this at Denver?
This is in Denver. Yep.
Yeah, I have to go. I love you, Parker, but I got to go with Denver.
Yeah.
So it's impossible to bet against a team with something to actually play for.
I think the Broncos are only really able to beat really crap teams or teams that have an off day. I don't think the Bengals are terrible. I think they're good. I'm going to pick the Bengals.
Man, yeah, I'm with you, Slate, but I think the weight of the tragedy is going to actually hit them home this week, where like last week they're kind of just like, hey, let's go play for them. We're playing off adrenaline. And I think now it's starting to hit them a little bit. And I think the Bengals can kind of catch them sleeping there a little bit. Or maybe like you said, they have something to play for and they keep that motivation. They keep that adrenaline running the entire season long and they make a run here. Who knows? But for my Bengals' sake, I hope not, because the rest of the schedule is looking pretty good for us.
Yeah, very true. What's up?
Washington, Eagles, Philly, 5-point favorite. Washington, we 4 games at a bounce, I think Matt said. And then they got bounced out to the L column. They're 5-point dogs. Who's taking who?
This is close to being the game that nobody gives a shit about. But I do like the football team. I do love defensive-minded teams, so I'm going to have to go with the football team.
Heineke was awful last week. I remember watching the game. I mean, he threw an NT, basically horrible passes. Give me the Eagles. I'm a big fan of Jalen. Fuck me, it's 1:30 in the morning. Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts, yeah. Eagles are coming off a bye, which that kind of helps them a little bit. But what I really saw from Washington last week, yes, they got beat by the Cowboys, but they were down by 24 points going into halftime, and they clawed their way to make it a 7-point game. They got some fight. They got some heart in them. So give me Heineke, the kid. They beat Philly. Just don't let them have batteries and throw them at the Washington fans. I think we'll be all right. Cowboys, Giants. Cowboys is a 10.5-point favorite here. This is a divisional game, and we got a 10.5-point dog. 45 over under.
Cowboys by a mile.
Yeah, I reiterate that.
Hey, Florida Score Sports, Caleb Morton, you hear that? We're all taking the Cowboys. I don't think this has ever happened because Tim's not on here to just refuse to take them. But yeah, Cowboys are rolling, and Dak is looking good, man. Cowboys, Jets, Miami, 8.5-point favorite over under set 42. Wilson, Tua. What do we say?
This is the game that nobody gives a shit about. God. You know what? I'm going to keep taking the Jets just because my boy Blair, he's been balling out. Robert Saleh has been giving him a lot of cred. Go Jets.
You've got to beat on the Fins here. It's got to be Fins, and Fins. Tua, as we said earlier, has been playing pretty decent, and he's going to tear up the Jets.
Yeah, I just gave the Dolphins some praise earlier. Matt, you gave them some praise earlier. I'd be a fool to take the Jets. I ate my Wheaties this morning. I'm going Fins. No dunce cap for me. Cardinals, Lions, man, Tim, it just keeps getting rough and rough for you, buddy. 47.5 the under.
Ouch.
Arizona 13.5 favorite.
All right, so I'm going Cardinals, and I'm betting the over, and all of those points are going to be from the Cardinals.
Yeah, Cardinals. I think the Lions might keep it close, but I need the Lions to lose out so I can win my bet against Tim. So, come on.
Yeah. Last week we talked it up to, Demaryius Thomas and his unfortunate death, the Lions losing. And this week we chalk it up to the Cardinals are just shit. It's the Cardinals versus Lions. Like, what else can I say?
Yeah.
It's Cardinals.
Cardinals are chasing number 1 seed as well, so they're playing something.
Exactly. And the Lions are they're playing for Tim and yours bet. That's all they're playing for.
That's literally it.
Titans, Steelers, Titans, 2-point favorite, 41.5 over under.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the Titans. I think the AFC North is going to struggle this week.
I think this is going to be one of those sneaky games that Steelers win by a minute margin. Titans secondary, I want to say, is pretty bad. So I reckon Big Ben, even though he is, a statue and he's pretty much got more injuries than anybody else, give me the Steelers.
Yeah, it's going to be 30 degrees in Pittsburgh as well. Pretty chilly. Heinz Field, they're 4-2 this season there. Titans are also 4-2 on the road. So it's a toss-up. Once again, flip a coin. I'm going Tennessee here to get it done. Like Devin said, I think the AFC North is going to struggle this weekend, minus my Bungles. Falcons, 49ers. 49ers 9-point favorite. Over under set 45.5.
9.
Yeah, Niners for sure.
I don't think the Niners are that good. 9-point favorite.
Falcons are dog shit.
The Falcons are disrespect. Falcons are 6-7. Falcons are second at NFC East. Falcons win this. They're probably they're what? They must be in their playoffs, right? 7-7.
It could be, but the NFC is thick.
Give me a quick look. Yeah, if they win this, they'll be in the playoffs. Actually, they're probably near enough in the playoffs. Give me the Falcons.
Whoa.
Give me the Falcons. I don't think the Niners are that good.
See, I think if you allow the Falcons to stay in the ballgame with you, they'll win. But the 49ers are a first-half team. They're going to blow the door off first half. Falcons can't claw back. I think San Francisco gets it done. At least that's what I saw last week. So we'll see. Texans, Jags. I'm kind of surprised this one didn't get the
take it back.
Jacksonville, 3-point favorite, over under set 40.5.
Yeah, I didn't even see this game when I was scrolling through. So
Put it back up there for you.
Yeah, this one's number one by a mile. There's nothing interesting about either one of these teams. God, I mean, but it's got to be the Jags. I think. It's got to be the Jags. I'm trying to make a case for either team, and I can't.
It's got to be the Jags. If Jags win this, that means I practically win the bet against Tim. Because then the Lions have to play like the Seahawks, Vikings, and the Packers, or something like that. So please let be the Jags. Please.
I just dog walked the Texans earlier. But the Jags, I'm going to go Texans. Give me that 15-gallon hat on. I'm going to go Texans. I think Tyrod Taylor's a better quarterback than T-Law right now. We'll see if that's a hot take or not. Ravens, Packers. Get a little Slate versus Matt action here. I love it. 4.5-point favorite Green Bay is. Weather's going to be chilly up in Green Bay as well. We're looking at temperatures about 45. By kickoff, probably drops down to low 30s there. Who are we taking?
We're going with the Packers.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I feel like the Ravens must be in their fourth string in some positions, and the injuries are so deep. It's got to be the Packers.
Yeah, Dev, I love you, and I wish I could pull for you boys.
No, don't.
Yeah,
don't. I want you to be the number one seed.
This game's in Baltimore. This game's in Baltimore, though, isn't it?
No, it's in Green Bay.
Is it?
Oh no, it is in Baltimore. I'm sorry, I messed up on my graphic. Yeah, that's my fault.
So that's one thing.
Yeah, that does help. That does persuade me to still take Green Bay, though.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's right. It's Green Bay.
If it wasn't the injury bug season for the Ravens, that would probably be a Monday night matchup game that everybody was locked in on.
I do want to say one thing about the Ravens, though. I think if it's done anything, it may have rejuvenated some of those second stringers' careers, because I mean they're not playing bad considering their second, third string guys. So, I mean, I don't know if it's Harbaugh coaching or if it's just this team's just got a lot of grit, but maybe some of these guys have a career or a future elsewhere.
You gotta love to see it. Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Seattle Rams, or I should have said Seattle Los Angeles.
Seattle Rams.
Going against the LA Seahawks. LA 7-point favorite, over set at 47. Russell versus Matty.
Yeah, I'm going with the Rams. I think like we talked about earlier, I think Pete Carroll may be on the downslope. Don't think he gets it done against them.
Not Seahawks, Rams, and Rams. Matty Stafford's playing well. They're gonna absolutely pump the Seahawks.
Just pump them. I love it.
Pump it up.
If we look at the Rams' losses, they lost to the Cardinals, Titans, 49ers, and Packers. The only one that's really glaring is probably the 49ers because they lost 31-10. Not a great loss for them. But I think 49ers are better than Seattle. So with that being said, you got to take LA here. I think you'd be silly to take Russ and Seahawks right now. Two more games here. Saints, Bucks, little NFC South matched up. Saints coming off a big win. Maybe they try to claw their way back to win that division, but it's Tom Brady, TB12 standing in their way. Tampa Bay, 11-point favorite.
Yeah, I don't think Tampa Bay is slowing down anytime soon, and I definitely don't see them slowing down to the Saints. So I'm on with the Bucks.
Yeah, as a Packers fan, I'm genuinely worried about how good the Buccaneers are, and that Tom Brady's going to roll into Lambeau and just absolutely destroy us again. Buccaneers.
Yeah, it's Taysom Hill versus Brady here. Brady is running the football and getting in people's faces. Florida Tom's a different Tom than we're used to. He's ready to fight, throw fisticuffs with people. So with that fact, I'm going Tampa Bay for this stretch until maybe they run into Green Bay in the playoffs. Or a hot Dallas team. You never know. Vikings, Bears, Monday Night Football. I feel like we could have done better NFL with this matchup, but what do I know? Minnesota 3.5-point favorite, over under 44.
God, I think this may be third place.
That's fair.
Third place for the shit league. Dude, I don't know. I'll go with the Vikings just because the spread tells me I should.
Once again, I appreciate that you put it down as the Shittown Bears, and for that reason, that reason only, the Vikings are going to be better than the Shittown.
Yeah. I'm going. You like that, Kirk Cousins and the Vikings get this thing done. The Bears, man, this might, but then they find a way to win against a division opponent. I don't know, but yeah, give me the Vikings. Pub parlay. No. We got footy corner, Matt.
We do.
It's back.
We do. It's back. Back with a vengeance.
Oh, sorry. I don't know what happened to the graphic. My apologies.
That's right.
All right. No graphic for the footy corner, but that's okay.
That's fine. It's been a while since I talked about football in here. A lot's happened, a lot's changed, but we're going to talk about what happened at Stamford Bridge, where Chelsea beat Leeds United 3-2. There was 3 penalties in this game. The first 2 were definite penalties, and the penalty where Chelsea won the game was ridiculously soft. Have a look at the highlights. Rudiger gets the ball passed into him in the box. The defender taps the back of his leg. Rudiger goes down quite easily, and then Jorginho sticks a penalty away. But it was a big win for Chelsea. They needed the win because it is one hell of a title race. Because as things stand, Man City are on 41 points, Liverpool 37, Chelsea 36. Man City have played a game extra. They played tonight. Liverpool and Chelsea play tomorrow of time of recording. So this title race is crazy close between these 3 teams. When it comes to April, May, it could well be that the title is going to get won by 1 or 2 points, which would be crazy. Another thing that was a bit controversial over the weekend, City, Liverpool, Chelsea, and Man United, they all won their games over a penalty.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's an asterisk for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a
curveball.
As I said, the Chelsea penalty was very soft. It was very maybe that's a penalty. I could see why, but that penalty wouldn't be given in the lower leagues of football, or it wouldn't be given to, say, like a Watford or Leeds United or Southampton. So that's that. But looking forward to the week coming up. This Sunday, Spurs v Liverpool. Spurs have got a new manager now with Antonio Conte. People who know the Premier League will know Antonio Conte won the Premier League with Chelsea a few years back. He's been doing well with Spurs, to be fair. They've been having under the radar, having a quietly good season, picking up wins, not doing too badly. Liverpool, on the other hand, have been literally smashing everybody. Apart from their last 2 games where they've just won 1-0. Before that, they've been literally winning 4-0, 5-0, 6-0. Liverpool are unreal. So there we go. I think Liverpool will win this. They are a better team than Spurs. They got a good record at Spurs as well. They got a good record in London. Liverpool should go on to carry on their win streak.
All right, I like it. Is that a little sneak peek at the pub parlay there?
Or
not quite?
I don't know if it's an absolute dead set. I like to have my pub parlay as a quite of a set on.
A lock, yeah. I like it. Well, boys, let's dive into it. Pub parlay, keep it a little scrappy. What's our locks for this weekend? And since only 3 of us, I'll tell you what, boys, we can get 2 if we want to.
Oh,
we can double dip.
We're in.
Okay.
Ooh. Give me West Ham to beat Norwich City at home. West Ham are 5th in the Premier League. They're 4th. Been playing good football, especially at home. They're very good at home. They beat Chelsea a few weeks at home. Norwich City, terrible away, and are rock bottom of the Premier League. That's my first pick.
What day are they playing?
They are playing Saturday, 3:00 GMT, so that's 10 o'clock. 10 a.m.
Okay.
Eastern time.
All right, West Ham, we got them.
West Ham. And I'll go again. And I'll go say give me Manchester City to beat Newcastle away. Even though Newcastle have been given loads of money and a new manager, they're still not that good. Man City tonight literally beat Leeds United 7-0. Man City have won 7 games on the trot. Should be better odds because they're playing away. And that game is 9:15 Sunday morning.
Okay. I love it.
All right. I'm going to go with the Cardinals Lions over on the
Ooh.
points.
All being scored by.
All Cardinals, if you found that prop. And then the Bills to beat the Panthers, just straight up.
Bills money line. Yeah, I like that. All right, for me, you got a little App State, Western Kentucky playing this Saturday. I'm not picking any of the team to win. Obviously, we know App State's going to win. But I'm going to
100%.
pick the over at 67.5 points. Both these offenses can score and score quickly. So 67.5, I like that over.
That's a massive over.
It is.
T he's going to score a hat trick.
Yeah, well, we got T. Henney, we got Chase Bryce scoring, but Western Kentucky's offense is deadly. Like, they look pretty damn good. Cato's got to look out there. And then my other one, I'm going to turn my attention to UFC. It's been a while since I've done a UFC vet. We got Derek Lewis, Chris Daukaus. Daukaus pretty damn good, but Derek Lewis, he can connect with that right hand. I'm going to take Derek Lewis. Baby. That's right. He's the underdog here, so I'm going to take him at plus 105. They're only set the over-under at 1.5 rounds, but I'm not touching that. But I like Derek Lewis to win this thing. And that's our pub parlay. Let us know how we did. It can't be worse than last weekend. I think every bet missed, minus the Rams going over.
Holy cow, really?
Yeah, I had Hamilton.
So we bounce back this week. This three right here, the big three, we're all money on our bet.
The big three.
The big three.
I call being right.
Well, we got. Damn. All right, I got KG. Sorry, Matt. You got to shit yourself. Well, we got a random question for us.
Ooh.
I guess it's that time of year where we've got to think about Christmas stuff. I'm not sure if you two or any of this are fairly festive, but I guess what is your favorite Christmas film?
Ooh, that's a good one. It's a tradition in our house, and I was told by my wife that it has to change once we have kids, but I refuse to let it change. Is we watch Christmas Vacation every time we put up the tree, and I will be damned if I change that for my kids. They need to see that classic, no matter how old they are.
Oh yeah, I like that. That's probably my second. That's probably number 2 on my list. Number 1, the live action Grinch with Jim Carrey. Just endless fun, hilarious. Love it.
All-time classic. Mine would be the Muppets Christmas Carol.
Nice.
Give me Michael Caine. Give me Muppets. It's just unbelievable. That's all I ever wanted. Side note, hot take. Love Actually is overrated.
I don't think I've seen that.
I don't even think I've seen it.
Oh God, it's like ask any girl in the world. They've seen Love Actually, they absolutely love it. And the famous scene where the guy's like outside the house and he's like with like the placards and the boards, and he's telling his friends, his best mate's wife, that he loves her. And I'm like, if I did that to my best mate, he would literally kill me. Like, it's just not gonna happen. Like, it's just so
wow.
Realistic. Yeah,
not a bro.
Christmas movie?
Love Actually.
Yeah.
Is it a Christmas movie? Yes.
Yeah. It's a Christmas film, and it's literally a who's who of famous English actors. It's got Alan Rickman, Rowan Atkinson, Keira Knightley, Andrew Lincoln, name of a famous English actors. Yeah.
I feel like if Fitz was, I don't think Michael Caine's in there. I don't think.
No, Michael Caine isn't. Hugh Grant, obviously.
Oh,
Hugh Grant.
You can't have an English romantic film without Hugh Grant.
I think if Fitz was here, he'd try to fight you because I just feel like that's a total like Fitz movie.
Yeah.
I bet he loves that movie.
Yeah, I could see him just like, Mom, it's so beautiful.
I know Fitz starts to show in his feminine side. This now after Atomic Kissing.
Yeah. Fitz, you're going to come on next week and defend yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
I got some flack. I told my kids this that I was teaching. Santa Claus, like the one with Tim Allen. I put that in my Mount Rushmore Christmas movies. It's one of my favorites.
Ooh. I mean, I get it for the nostalgia, maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
As far as plot and plot development, bad.
All right. Touche. All right. Maybe
Nah,
that was a hot take.
it is a good. I do like to watch it. It's just not. I don't know. That's not what
Doesn't hold up.
as dumb as it is. It's like I think of Christmas movies. I don't think of the Santa Claus.
All right, fair enough. Hey, that's gonna do it for the show. The other guys will be back next week. We'll have the whole crew, knock on wood. But remember, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Use our code PUB20, get 20% off all amazing products from Pure Spectrum. Use our code PUB for Raise Energy, and check out our Instagram. We're doing 12 days of giveaway, which I've got to do today's giveaway. Check on Instagram here in a couple minutes, and we'll have that up for you. But we'll catch you guys next week. And this week, look out for college football bowl pick'ems. I'll talk to the boys, and we'll get back to you.
Yeah. Bye. Hey, have a wonderful time.
See ya in a bit. Go well.
That was a pretty good American accent there.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm here